Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have a super exciting video for you today and a guest that's going to join me here in just a second. So as you all know, or most of you know if you've been watching my videos, if not, I would love to ask you to subscribe. I do all things crochet. If you like a variety of crochet projects, definitely check out my channel. I have so many videos where I just show you what I'm working on. If you like to see whips and finished objects and yarn hauls and all that stuff, I think you will love it here. I also do short little devotionals at the very end of my videos. So anyways, I have been making a cardigan for my 5-year-old, and it is out of the Colorama Halo, and I finally got it finished, and so he's going to show it off to you. Okay, so here's his finished cardigan. Do you love it? Is it soft? Yes, it is. It's super soft. Okay, so let's show him up close. Okay, so here is, turn around. So I want you all to see this ombre on this. So the ombre of this yarn is amazing. This is super soft. And then I did the edging, and I'll go a little bit more into the colors and how I color controlled it here in a minute. But I just wanted you to see the overview of the cardigan first. And so this pattern is by Bag O' Day, and it was really super easy to follow. I will link her tutorial below. The cardigan ended up being a little bit smaller than I thought it would be because she used a 5-weight yarn, and the Colorama Halo is a 5-weight yarn, but that's classified that way because of the halo. And so it worked up more like a 4-weight, but it does fit him. And so he does love it. He took it to school yesterday and wore it all day. Okay, so do you love it, Liam?
Uh-huh.
So what do you love about it?
But it's really cozy, and I have my love wrapped around me.
Oh, that is so sweet. But the one thing he said is that it's super hot, isn't it? So yesterday he wore it all day and he said he was really hot. So it definitely would keep you warm in the winter. Stand up and give him one more look. Stand right here. Okay, put your arms out. Let's show him. Okay, turn around. Let's show him the full back. Okay, I love the ombre on this, which I'm going to go more into the colors in a minute. All right, bye, Liam. Your time's up. Okay, so he was a little riled up. We are filming this after school, and so it is what it is with the 5-year-old, but hopefully you got a good look at how it looked and how it fit him. So as I said, it did turn out a little bit smaller than anticipated, and I know exactly why. It's like I said, Bag O' Day used a 5-weight yarn, and even though this is classified as a 5-weight yarn, it does work up more like a 4-weight. So I definitely had to make a few modifications. I made it a little bit longer, and then I also did the sleeves a little bit different, but mainly followed her tutorial, and it was a great tutorial. I highly recommend it. And the last time I checked in with you all on this, I had talked about how I didn't think I was going to color control it. I thought I was just going to let the colors play out and see what it looked like. However, the more I got into it and I saw how far the blue was going, I decided to change my mind on that because I was pretty much done with the body and still working with the blue. And so I thought it might look a little weird if just the sleeves or just the hood was a different color. And so let me show you what I did. So here is an almost full skein. I bought 3 skeins of this. I originally bought 2 and ended up buying another one. 2 would have done it if I would have used a different color that I didn't color control. But because I did color control, I used 3. So here's what pretty much a full skein looks like. So it has the blue color in it, and then it goes into a, hopefully you can see that, a really light blue in here, right there, and then into this like tannish, yellowish color into the olive green. So I used the 3rd one for the edging. So I was able to use 2 cakes for the hood, the sleeves, and the body of the cardigan. And as you can see, this is what I'm left over with. So I have a tiny bit of the blue, the lightest blue left over on this cake here, but barely any. I'm mainly left with this tan army green type color, olive green color. And so actually I think that's pretty fun because now that I did color control it, I have like 2 totally new colors of the halo to use for something else. So that is pretty cool. But anyway, so these were for the sleeves, hood, and body. And then it worked out perfectly that I was able to use the new one for the edging. And so that's why you can see that you see this beautiful ombre. I think you could see it better when it was on him. But I started here and we worked down and it got lighter here at the bottom. And then the hood was also, it worked a little bit of that medium blue up through the lightest color here, almost white there. And then you can see the edging is all the darker color again. And I really, really like the way that that turned out. I think it gave it a really finished look. And then here's the sleeve cuff. So it was all double crochet and then single crochet here and at the bottom. So I really, really enjoyed making this, and hopefully you could get a good look at it on him. I definitely, if I was going to make this cardigan again, would make it in a good, solid 5-weight yarn. I think it would have fit him a lot better, but we will definitely get some use out of this this year, this winter. It'll keep him really super warm. And, then I can donate it or something, pass it on to another member of our family that has a smaller child. So it'll definitely get a lot of use out of it. This is actually my first time doing anything with a hood, so that was fun. I always love learning new techniques. It's always exciting to get a wearable done because they do take so long, and I'm really happy with it. I'm happy with the way it turned out. I've never made a toddler or kid size cardigan before or any kid size clothing, so this was a lot of fun. I highly recommend Bag O Day. I know probably every single one of you all have seen or done one of her tutorials, and she is just so awesome. So big shout out to Crystal. And then I have a really quick bonus, what do you want to call it? Bonus segment for you. So I have not showed this in quite a while, but months and months and months ago, I was really, really into scrap blankets. I actually have a tutorial on my channel about my first scrap blanket and how I made it, and that video still gets so many views every single week. So definitely check it out if you're interested in making a scrap blanket. But I was really, really into making scrap blankets and started a couple other ones. So I have this one started, and this one is using, well, first of all, in that other video, I used white all through the blanket and then held another strand of another color in with it to make like a marbled, speckled looking blanket. So this one I did the opposite. I'm using black as my base and using all different colors within that. And so I haven't worked very much on this one. It was just something I started one day and got about this far, and then, I haven't done much else with it. But I have another scrap blanket, and I actually did a video where I made some yarn cakes for this blanket, and I will link that video below as well. But I really, really love this scrap blanket. However, it has been sitting on this stool that I'm sitting on for months. And I haven't even picked it up and opened it up and spread it out and even looked at the size of it in a long time. And so every time I look at it, I feel bad. Like, man, I need to work on that blanket. And so today I picked it up and I just laid it out on my bed, and I realized that it is the perfect size for for my kids to use. Or if I'm sitting in bed and am crocheting or something and don't want to get under all my covers, it's a good size if I turned it the other way, if I flipped it over, to just use for one person. And so I kind of have the idea of just finishing it off and just having it for my kids, or for it's really like a throw size blanket, I guess you would say. It's one that you could fold up and throw over your couch or throw over the back of a recliner and be sort of like a bigger lap blanket. And so I'm going to pick up my camera and show you what it looks like. It's really, really beautiful, the colors and the way they worked up. On that particular one, I didn't hold one solid color throughout the whole thing. I just really mixed it up and held 2 strands of different colors together, and I really love the way that looked. And so I'm going to show it to you, and then I want your advice. I want to see if you think you would finish it off here, or if you would continue on. I mean, I'm definitely going to finish it off, but I'm just curious. If it was your project, would you be happy with the way it is? That way you can kind of get it off your whips list, because I am at that point where I'm realizing I need to finish some things up. So that's really what I've been focusing on lately, and trying not to start much new. And so it'd be really nice to kind of just be done with that one, be happy with what it looks like, and kind of move on and work on my temperature blanket because I'm very behind. So let me go ahead and quit rambling and just show you that blanket. Okay, so here it is. I'm going to turn my ring light around so hopefully you can get a better view of the true colors. Okay, so as you can see, I have a queen size bed. So if I originally had made it with the rows going this way, and so if I would have kept going, it eventually, would have, been my whole bed length, and it does fit pretty much perfectly across my bed. But I think that if I turned it long ways like this, both my kids could sit under it, I could sit under it, my legs would fit, sitting on the couch or on the bed. And even if we looked at it this way, that's definitely still a good size to cover your lap and your legs if you're sitting down. And so, yeah, what do you guys think? I think I am going to finish it off and take a look at all these colors, though. Hopefully they are coming across as beautiful as they are in person. So the way all the colors worked up, I really, really loved. There's some neon in there, neon pink and some green. I used, I really like that. I can't remember what this was, but it's so colorful. Again, I held 2 strands of different colors of 4-weight acrylic yarn. I just used half double crochet. And if you want to check out that video where I show the tutorial, again, I will definitely link that below. So, what do you all think? I think I'm happy with it. I think I'm just gonna finish it off. So the verse I want to read to you today is part of a verse. It's Micah 6:8. And it says, "And what does the Lord require of you but to do justice and to love kindness and to walk humbly with your God?" And I've always loved this verse. It just shows the heart of God, that He requires us to love justice because He is just. And so we should always have justice in mind. We should want justice and to love kindness. He wants us to love kindness. I just love that. We should all be kind and to walk humbly with our God. What does that mean? It means to know that God is God and we are not, and to look to Him for guidance and to know that we are nothing without Him. And I just think that beautifully portrays the heart that God wants us to have. And it's definitely a good guide to how we should live our life. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I really hope you enjoyed seeing that finished cardigan and that you loved seeing the scrap blanket. If you have seen it before, let me know. I would love to know if you remember that scrap blanket. If you haven't ever seen it before, I hope you enjoyed seeing it for the first time. So I really hope that you all have an amazing rest of your week, an amazing weekend. I pray that God blesses you, and I'll see you super soon in the next one. Bye!